Welcome to Xbox On and Deals of the Week, where we show you a few of the games on sale this week with Xbox. This week we have a huge Square Enix publisher sale with money off some fantastic games, so let's take a look.
Hey, Sora.
There's great news for Disney fans this week, with Kingdom Hearts 3 being a tasty 25% off. It's the first Kingdom Hearts game to come to Xbox and features a huge roster of heroes and villains from across the Disney universe to play alongside and against. You play as Sora, wielding powerful keyblades that give you creative and fun attacks and special moves, along with having magical abilities and the help of your sidekicks, Donald and Goofy. The game features some pretty crazy stuff like integration of Disney park attractions that you use to deal damage and defeat your foes. There are multiple worlds to explore, like the Kingdom of Corona from Tangled, a toy box from Toy Story, and the Caribbean with all their pirates, and even more, each including the heroes of their stories who will work alongside you to vanquish the Heartless. One of the cool things you'll notice is the way the entire game style changes with each world you enter, completely changing the look of the game each time, including even making Sora, Donald, and Goofy into toys in Toy Box. It's a must-play for Disney fans, and don't worry too much if you haven't played the previous games, as there are loads of fan-made explanations of the story so far here on YouTube to get you caught up to speed. Now go! There are ingredients to be found! Lara Croft returns in the conclusion of the reboot Tomb Raider trilogy in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, an action-packed RPG full of ancient mysteries. Shadow gives us peak Lara as she finally becomes a fully fledged and confident Tomb Raider, this time taking on the Mayan apocalypse. It is, of course, her task to save the world because, who else are you going to rely on? Ghostbusters? Sneak, shoot, and pickaxe your way through an exciting story in 4K Ultra HD while you dodge cataclysms and race to stop Trinity from unleashing terrible ancient powers. Grab Shadow of the Tomb Raider for 50% off in the Square Enix sale, but it's also on Xbox Game Pass, so if you have a subscription, you can start playing it now at no additional cost.
Rico Rodriguez has returned.
If you fancy exploring a Mediterranean paradise but you don't feel like hopping on a plane, why not do so from the comfort of your sofa by buying Just Cause 3 with 70% off this week. Perks of this include 400 square miles to explore and creatively explode, risk-free parachuting and grappling, the safest wingsuiting experiences around, and the choice between turbo sports cars, speedboats, jets, and more to travel around in. All you have to do is deal with a tiny little brutal dictator problem at the same time. Sound like a deal? Just Cause 4 is on sale again this time with 50% off for your smashy pleasure. Just Cause basically lets you be a big grown-up kid in a big grown-up toy box, offering up all the tools you might want to cause some chaos and letting you loose upon the world. You can run alongside the story, playing as Rico Rodriguez and dodging the well-armed opposition, storms and tornadoes, whilst liberating the locals all at the same time. Just Cause 4 also recently got added to Xbox Game Pass, so there are plenty of options if you want to give it a go for yourself.
The end of the world was the best thing that ever happened to us.
Next up, we've got Ubisoft's action-adventure first-person shooter Far Cry New Dawn. The story is set 17 years after the events of Far Cry 5, where the collapse devastated the world and people are trying to rebuild their lives. Join fellow survivors from Hope County and lead the fight against the dangerous new threat known as the Highwaymen and their ruthless leaders, the Twins, as they seek to destroy and take over the last remaining resources by any means necessary. The Guns for Hire and Fangs for Hire systems from Far Cry 5 return, allowing you to recruit humans and animals to give you that extra edge in fights, as well as the open-world gameplay that we know and love from this series. Weapons, vehicles, and explosions are the name of the game here, all enhanced for Xbox One X. It's 50% off this week, so go out there and serve some sweet justice, Far Cry style. Call of Duty Modern Warfare was a game that defined a generation of FPS players, an intense and memorable experience that helped shape the landscape for modern online multiplayer gaming, and now it's back, remastered and on sale with 50% off. Lots of technical enhancements give this remaster the edge in true HD, so following the adventures of Soap McTavish and John Price is a better looking experience than it ever has been, whilst you battle a rogue enemy group in their globe-trotting efforts across the battlefields. Included in the remaster is the multiplayer modes of your nostalgic past, so you can grab some snacks, hide the adult stuff, and just truly relive the glory days of 2007. This week there are also some cheeky deals on SMITE gems. If you're a fan of the free-to-play MOBA SMITE, you might want to take advantage of this while it's hot. Gems are the in-game currency that let you purchase new in-game skins, voice packs, and more, so your godlike plays can look even more fashionable. Or ridiculous. I'm looking at you, Lobster Kefri. There are different tiers of gems available with between 20 and 35% off depending on the tier, so you can go out there and VGS spam with a little bit more style. Fans of Paladins might want to take a look at the Paladins Obsidian pack with 33% off this week. In this pack, you'll find the Obsidian Warhorse mount skin, 3 million Battle Pass XP, and 200 crystals to do whatever you want with, like unlocking more skins, emotes, or voice packs. Some people say that this genre of games is getting out of hand, and to those people I say, where did that come from? Goat Simulator is what the world needs right now, and if you haven't tried it, then now is the perfect time with a bleating 75% off. You might be wondering what exactly the point of a game called Goat Simulator is, and that's the charm of it, really. There is no point. The title started off life as a joke made during a 1-month game jam at Coffee Stain Studios, and it was described by the lead developer as an old-school skating game, except instead of being a skater, you're a goat, and instead of doing tricks, you just wreck stuff. It's an open-ended third-person game where you run, jump, bash, lick, and generally cause chaos around a suburban setting, trying to build up as many points as possible. You can slow the game down to make your shenanigans more dramatic, as well as turn on the ragdoll physics to make things even more hilarious. And if the base game isn't enough goat simulation for you, there's a DLC bundle available which also has 75% off. So if you want to include some zombie apocalypse action, we've got you covered. Fancy pulling off a heist with a camel, a flamingo, and a dolphin? Why not? How about a medieval MMO adventure or a trip into space with your favourite 2-horned quadruped? Absolutely. And now that I think about it, we should really stream this soon. Honourable mentions this week include steampunk stealth fantasy game Thief at 85% off, Life is Strange Deluxe Edition with 70% off, and XCOM 2 for 75% off. You can find all the deals in the link in the description and see if something else takes your fancy. That's it from us for deals this week. Leave us a sub if you want to see more Xbox news and updates, and don't forget to check us out on mixer.com/XboxOn, where you'll find us playing these games and even more weird stuff. Thank you for watching, we'll catch you next time. Bye!